I just want to deep dive into the most important points. So let's see very, very clearly. Just spend some time here, very focusedly. Let's say, for example, you see, guys, I hope a lot of people might aware of it. Like, let's say, generally, what is the meaning of data? Just to give, I will just give a perfect overview. Okay, why? Because we are going to start a very, very, very important module, that is Python. Okay, so listen my points very clearly at the end of the section, and if you please note it down everything what am I saying in the notebooks. Okay, and at the end of the section, you can I will give the time for you. You can ask whatever the queries that you have, and you can I will be giving the replies for that. So generally, data means nothing but information. For example, we know, let's say, if simply I will tell you a simple logic. If I go to Apollo Pharmacy, simply, so when I want to buy anything, if I go to the Apollo Pharmacy and I will ask him medicine, please give me paracetamol tablet. So when he is doing the bill, automatically he will take my data. Like he will ask my name, he will ask my number, how much payment I have done, what medicine I have bought, everything he will enter into the computer. It's not legal, but they should not enter the data, but they are taking the data. Why? Because why they are taking the data? To do the analysis for any organization. Let's say if we have the data, we can analyze the data and we can increase the business revenue. That is what data analysis and data science means. So let's say data analysis and data science. Now I will tell you how it will be corrected with the Python very clearly. So data analysis and data science. What is the meaning of analysis part? The people who are here for analysis. So let's say, for example, imagine I have a company. Imagine I have a company like as we done. For example, I have a superstore. I have a superstore. Like I want to find out what is happening in my superstore. What is happening in my superstore? So what I will tell, I will hire one data analyst. I will hire one data analyst, and I will tell him. So I have a superstore. I have a supermarket. Superstore is nothing but supermarket from the last 4 years. So from 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and the current year 2024. Okay. So what I will say is from the 2020 to 2023, total 4 years of uh, data, supermarket data, my own company, my own supermarket data, I will give to the data analyst. So what this data analyst will do? So whatever the things that he knows, he will do the report. What report he will do? Hey, in the 4 years of your supermarket, the customer, the middle class people are coming to your supermarket and buying more products, and in which location the profits are high, loss are high. So these things the data analyst will say, this is fine, this is fine. And the data science means what? He will not only give the report like in which location your company is performing well and in which location your company is performing low. Not only giving the report like this, but he will also predict the future. What happens to my company after 2030? What happens to my company in the year 2028? So data science people will not only analyze the data, he will also do the predictions. This is what the main agenda. So in this, we know to if you want to become a data analyst, let's say you need to learn Python. Definitely, you need to learn SQL. You need to learn Tableau. You need to learn Power BI. You need to learn, let's say Excel. Let's say web scraping. And along with this, machine learning, deep learning, and NLP will be learned by data science people. Okay, this is fine. All these things are basic things like it's an overviews. The point here is why I am saying all this information is any data analyst, any data analyst who is going to analyze the data, any data scientist who is going to predict the future, Anyone, if you belongs to the data science family or if you belongs to the data analyst family, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which family you belongs to. The main agenda here is the main agenda here is point number one that you need to keep in mind. Python is very important for both of you. Lot of people are thinking for the data science people, Python is very important. For the data analysis people, Python is not so important. Basic level Python will be enough. Intermediate Python and production level Python, advanced level Python, deployment Python, all these things are not so important for the data analyst. Completely wrong statement. Completely wrong statement, I'm telling you. Everyone in the market, if you want to become a data analyst or if you want to become a data scientist, anything you can become without the help of Python, it is impossible. It is impossible to get any content or to develop any project. That is the power of Python. And guys, you tell me, generally I'm asking you, did you hear the word Java in the market when you plan to learn this course? I think most of the people in your families or in your relatives, in your friends, they will be suggesting you, right? I want to learn full stack Java. I'm in the confusion, like, should I learn the full stack Java or should I learn the full stack Python or data science, data analysis? I think you will be in confusion, right? Let's say, I think a lot of people might hear the word full Java also. My question is, see, I will take 2 to 3 classes introductions on Python only because why you are going to learn Python, first of all, why it becomes very important in the market, I will be completely telling you in a detailed way. Okay. Python. So any one of you tell me, what is the meaning of programming language according to your knowledge, if you have? What is the meaning of a programming language generally? So let me write here, let me remove this stuff. What is the meaning of a programming language? So programming language means it is used to, programming language means it is used to develop the softwares, I'm telling you. It is used to develop the softwares. What is the meaning of software, sir? For example, I will open my internet. I will open my browser. Let's say if I open my browser, if I open my browser, if you want to develop the LinkedIn account, I mean, if you want to develop a LinkedIn app, or else if you want to develop the Flipkart, or else if you want to develop YouTube, or else if you want to develop anything like Nvidia, or if you want to develop even the bank transactions like SBI, if you want to develop AHA, OTT, Prime, Netflix, anything if you want to develop, you need the programming language. Without the programming language, sir, is it possible? No, it is not at all possible. Only with the help of programming languages, it is possible. So, I don't want to dump, like, I don't want directly start Python here. First, why it becomes very important? Why Python becomes very important? What is the history of this? What is the main history of this? Everything. Let's discuss in a detailed way. Let's discuss in a very, very detailed way. So, just give me a minute. I will write here very clearly. So instead of writing here, what I will do is I will open the notes. So I will be sharing the notes also daily. I told you know, so Python is very important. We'll deep dive into it in a very, very detailed way. So let me do one thing. Just to give me a minute. Somewhere I will write. So somewhere I will keep here Python. Somewhere I will keep the Python. Okay. Suppose I will write here. What? Let's say why Python. I will write like why Python. Okay. So before going to the programming language, first any one of you tell me what are the programming language that you know, not the knowledge, the names I'm asking about. The names. Did you hear the word
C,
C?
C sharp, Java.
Java,
C++,
C, C++, Java, Oracle,
Java,
Python.
Yes. So a lot of people are aware of those things. Very good of you. Okay, let's say, see here, guys, we have a lot of things in the market. I will write here. We have C, we have C++. Let's say we have Python as usual. We have Java, we have .NET. Okay, we have C, C++, Python. We have Java, and let's say we have .NET, of course, and we have Go language, and we have HTML. Not a programming language, just the software I'm telling you. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, so databases, lot of things are there in the market. So now what I will tell you is very clearly, I will tell you one thing. In the 19, so from the scratch, we will build everything. So in the 1940, around in the 1940s, 1940, 41, 42, around on that time, I think a lot of people might have heard, the computer has been introduced. So the computer was introduced around in the year 1940, on those range, 5 years range. Okay, when they invented the computer, first computer, okay, Charles Babbage, I think his name. So when they invented the computer, the first computer was not invented with the help of programming language. The first computer was invented with the help of completely mathematics and vacuum cubes. Okay, so later gradually the studies has been increased, the knowledge has been increased for every person. So what they have done is mainly in the year. So the first, see, don't think C programming is the first programming. So there are a lot of programming languages. There is a programming language called A language. There is a programming language called A plus language. There is a programming language called B. There is a programming language called B12. Okay. There is a programming language called Basic and Fortran. Okay. Pascal. Lot of things are there. But everything is not so useful and it didn't help the community. Community means the people who are interested in developing the softwares. For those community, for those group of people, these things are not at all helpful. So keeping all these things in mind, there is one person, there is one person whose name is Dennis Ritchie. I think the people who are here from the IT background, let's say if the I think CSA department or IT department are the people. So in the year 1972, in the year 1972, there is a scientist called as a Dennis Ritchie. There is a scientist called Dennis Ritchie. Okay, he invented a programming language. He invented a programming language which is known as an C programming, which is known as an C programming. So when he invented the C programming, it's a breakthrough. It's a breakthrough. Okay, so it's really changed all the software mindsets, everything. In the 1972, he invented the C programming. Sir, what we can do with the help of this programming? Like why it becomes very hard, very important, like why it's become very important to the society. I will be telling you very clearly. See here, let me take a box here. For every programming language, I will write pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. For example, advantages. What is the advantages of C programming? When the Dennis Ritchie in the 1972, when he invented the C programming, the main agenda of the C programming is to build web applications. Web applications. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of web applications here? Anyone? What? Yes. Any application. Application means what? Software. For example, once again, if I go to my browser, let's say LinkedIn is one of the application. Let's say we are discussing the class in the Zoom. This is one of the application. Let's say Prime is one of the application. Instagram, one of the application. So every software is an application here. So the main agenda of the C programming, the main agenda of the C programming here is used to develop the applications. Web application means the applications, the sites which will run only with the help of internet. For example, Amazon Prime won't run without the internet. Netflix won't run without the internet. Hotstar won't run without the internet. Flipkart also, it will not open without the internet. So web application means the applications which will run using the internet is known as a web application. So that's why the C programming becomes very, very famous. Very, very famous. All the people started using the C programming in the year 1972. Then what is the disadvantage of this? Then
Internet. Without internet, it will not open any sites.
no, no. Like if you develop the application won't open. So that doesn't
Okay.
comes under C programming. No? So
Ah, okay, okay.
C programming best disadvantage is very hard to learn. Very hard to learn and to implement very, very hard. Very hard to learn and very hard to implement. This is the biggest disadvantage. This is, yes, it is very hard to learn and to implement. That is the biggest disadvantage in the C programming. Guys, you tell me when you started one business. Imagine you started a business. Okay, business has been running for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years. Okay, it's going on. Business has been going on. After 5 years, you got to know there are some disadvantages happening in the company. What you will do? Will you solve the issue or not? Like you will
Yes,
try
sir.
to understand. Yeah, you will try to understand why the business is going low, and you will rectify the solution. I mean, what is the reasons for the things that is happening in the company? You will try to understand, and you will try to improve them. Okay. In the same way, in the 1972, when the Dennis Ritchie, when he invented the C programming language, advantages are there, disadvantages are there. So immediately, what the same person, the same people, the same team, everyone, what they have done is whatever the disadvantages that are there, and also one of the main disadvantage in the C programming is no reusability. No reusability. Reusability means, for example, if I am a C programming developer, for example, if I do a work today, tomorrow I can't use the work which I have done today. Okay, every day you need to write the new logics. Every day you need to work again and again and again. There is no reusability. Suppose yesterday I have done some work, can I use today? Like yesterday's work, whatever I have done, can I use today? No, it is not possible. It is not possible. So those flexibilities the C programming is not giving. Those flexibilities was not given by the C programming. Keeping these things in mind, so the same team, what they have done is in the 1978, remember the dates, 1978, which means after 6 years, after 6 years, they have updated. So they have updated, like after 6 years, they got to know some drawbacks. Yes, there are some drawbacks in the C programming, good things and bad things. So they got to know, and what they have done is in the 1978, they have done some changes and they released a new one, that is C++. The same team, they got to know some disadvantages are happening in the programming, and immediately after 6 years, they created a new they updated it. It's not about creating, it's updating. Okay, they created a new thing which is known as an C++ programming. Now, sir, what is the advantages of C++? What are the disadvantages of C++? I will copy this box and I will paste it here.
So that means
Okay.
what are the disadvantages there are the advantages in C++?
Yeah, along with that, there are more advantages in the C++.
Yes.
Not only that. So
Okay.
let's say the first advantage is building web applications. Yes, using C++, We can build the web applications, the applications which run in the internet, which run using the internet. That is fine. Second advantage of the C++ is it is reusability. Reusability, which means the disadvantages comes as an advantage. Okay. So whatever the work that I have done today, I can use tomorrow. Okay. The flexibility is there. So reusability. And the main important till now, if you go to any job portal, Naukri, Indeed, any job portal you go, any job portal, lot of vacancies will be there for C++. Why? Because 99 percentage of the why? Because 99 percentage of the games, the laptop, a lot of people will play in the laptop, no games were built with the help of C++. For example, you see PUBG, famous one, with the help of C++ only. Okay, not combination like C++, Python, a lot of things will be there, but the C++ hand will be there, definitely. Without a C++, for developing the games is impossible. Let's say you go to internet, C++ games list, you just see the games. Most fantastic games were built by the C++. So mostly any game you take, any laptop game or mobile game, you see, I don't know the name of it. We will drag that vegetables will be there. I think something I don't know. Uh, so any game you take, mobile game or any game you take, so build with the C++ only. Kinder Crush or something is there. I don't know the game name. Okay, that is the biggest advantage of the C++ programming. Reusability. Okay, reusability. Then what is the biggest disadvantage? What is the biggest disadvantage? Very hard to learn and implement. This is also very hard and hard to learn and implement. Guys, you tell me, for example, if the Swiggy, Zomato, right, online deliveries. So if the Swiggy company is keeping some what do you say discounts, the Zomato company will also give the discounts or not? Tell me.
Yes, obviously.
Of course they will give. So if the Swiggy in the online food delivery, if they're giving some coupons or some discounts or anything, automatically the Zomato will also give because they need the business at any cost. In the same way, here also, so there are few people. Okay, they invented the C programming fine. They invented the C++ fine. So so other people won't be silent. No, the people who are very much interested in the technology, they won't be silent. So there is a company called Apache. Apache means not the bike company. I'm telling you, it's an IT company. Apache, Tomcat, Apache. Or there are few things. There are few companies. So what they thought is, so there are only few scientists, they are developing C and they developed the C into C++. Why can't we develop a programming language? So the Tomcat Apache company, what they have done is in the year 1995, they invented a programming language which is known as an Java. I hope lot of people are aware of this programming language. I think you have heard this word, right? Java. So in the year 1995, around 1993, 1995, so one of the company started Java programming language. Okay, Java programming language. And the best advantage of the C++ is using the C++ also you can you can develop you can develop artificial intelligence. That is possible with Python and also with the help of C++ also it is possible. Okay. In the year 1995, the Tomcat, Apache, there are some collaborations on that time. So they developed a programming language which is known as in Java. Very famous. Once the Java comes to the market, all the other programming languages have vanished away. Why Java becomes very famous? Till now, till today, the full stack Java is very famous. Okay, I think you might have heard the word. Why? What is the purpose of that? Let me explain you very clearly. What are the advantages and disadvantages in the Java? Let's say you can build the web applications with the help of Java. Point number two, reusability. Okay, you can build the games. You can build the games using the Java. Fourth point is application security. Application security. So whatever the security that will be given by the Java, other programming languages can't do it. And also Java programming. Java programming. I think a lot of people might know how the CPU looks like in the computer and in the laptop. Java computer uses 99 percentage of the CPU performance. 99 percentage. For example, let's say just go to your search option and open the task manager and open task manager. If you are using the Windows operating system, task manager, I am going to the performance. See, I am going to the second option. If you see here, if you just have a look here, see in my stats, performance stats, I am using the browser. I am using browser. I am using the nodes. I am using the Zoom account. Okay. I am using the notepad. I am using the online Zoom account to teach with you. And I am writing with the marker. So marker software is also on. Using all these applications at a time. Now, and I am using all these things. Only 30 percentage, see, only 30 percentage of the CPU is using. Yes or no? Out of 100 percentage of the CPU performance, only 30 percentage I am using. Yes or no? So let's say 16 GB RAM, I am using only 9 GB. Okay, 16 GB RAM. And I have AI graphic card. I am not even using the graphic card. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? You are not at all using the 100 to 100 percentage, like whatever your system capability is there, all the capability you are not using. All the capability you are not using. So even if you take C programming or C++, they both will use like this only. If there are 100 percentage CPU means only 30 percentage of the CPU C or C++ will use. C or C++. But Java programming language will be using 99.99 percentage 99.99 percentage of the CPU performance will be used by the Java. That's why Java is very famous. Okay, if you work on the Java in the real time, then you will get a clear idea internally. Like if you work in the real time only, you will get all this knowledge. So 99.99 percentage of the CPU, RAM, everything will be used by Java. That's why any application you take, let's say Flipkart, for example, take Hotstar, one of the best example, Hotstar. So I think previously in the Hotstar we used to get IPL matches. Now in the Geo we are getting the IPL match now. So whenever the Chennai Super Kings play the game, when the Dhoni comes, automatically the count will go to 10 crores and 20 crores. Yes or no? So 10 crore people watching the app at a time. They are watching the live. 10 crore people watching the live at a time means imagine how well the CPU need to respond. All these things is possible only with the help of Java. That's why Java is very famous. Java is very, very famous. So application security, application performance. So I can write the fifth point, application performance also. Then what is the disadvantages of Java? Can anyone guess what is the disadvantages of Java? Instead of writing very hard, you can write very, very hard.
Hard to learn.
Very, very hard. Okay, even the C++ will be easy when compared to Java. Okay, this is about Java life. Okay, guys, you're following now, like why I am telling all this? Because you need to know like why you are going to learn Python first of all.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. So from the C we went to C++, and from the C++ we go on to the Java. Okay, fine. So okay, C programming is invented by some people. So this Apache company got some competition. So they invented the Java. It is doing very good. So all the people are doing very good. So in the year 2000, there is a company. I think a lot of people are aware of the company. Okay, Apache company is developing Java. Some people are developing C, C++. So by looking all these things, one company got very, very angry. One company got very, very angry in the year 2000. In the year 2000, there is a company called Microsoft company. I think a lot of people know Microsoft company. There is a company called Microsoft company. So in this Microsoft company, okay, Microsoft company, what it's a breakthrough in the year 2000. So in the year 2000, the Microsoft company, at the same time, at the same day, at the same minute, they released they released 32 programming languages at a time. 32 programming languages they have released into the market at a time to keep the competition. 32 programming languages. What are the 32 programming languages? So I will write here that some of the names I will write. 32 programming languages are, let's say, Visual Basic, Visual Basic, K Sharp, J Sharp, C Sharp. Like this, lot of languages are there. 32 programming languages at a time they have released in the year 2000. Okay, and for all the see, this is like a family. All the 32 is like a family. For that entire family, they have given the name .NET. They have given the name .NET. I think, did you hear the word, guys? .NET. The word, did you hear?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So what is the meaning of .NET is? .NET is nothing but it is the play. .NET means there are 32 programming languages in the .NET. That's why if anybody asks you on which programming language you are working means, you should not say C Sharp. You should say I am working with the .NET family. In the .NET I am working with the C Sharp. Very, very famous. C Sharp is one of the famous programming language. Out of 32, only one is very famous, that is C Sharp. Remaining 31 are useless. C Sharp. And C Sharp programming, C Sharp and the Java, both are same. They will work in the same way. They will work in the same way. It's like a copy paste. So C Sharp and the Java are very, very common. Okay, Java and C Sharp are very, very common. Same, whatever the Java does, the C Sharp will do. But even more advantage using the C Sharp is it can develop the banking application. We can develop banking application. How many of you know the company name called JP Morgan? There is a company called JP Morgan.
Financial institution.
Yes, sir. I know.
Just give me a minute. Okay, so just give me a minute. JP Morgan. Okay. So lot of people will think the JP Morgan company is an IT company. Basically, it's a bank. It's a London-based bank which was invented in the year 1890, 1890, around like long back, like almost we can say, I think more than 120 years. So it's a bank. It's a bank basically. Okay, just mute the mics, guys. I'm getting sounds. If there is any query, then only on the mic or else use the chat box. Okay. So there is a company called JP Morgan. It's a bank, London-based bank, UK-based bank. So all the work which is doing in the JP Morgan is definitely with the help of C Sharp. So I worked for long back. So C Sharp is the one which they are using currently till now. Because it's a bank, banking applications will be developed with the help of C Sharp only. This one. Okay. So that is about all these things. Let's say we started in the C programming, you came to C++, then Java came, then Microsoft company C Sharp is coming. Now I am going to tell you the most important point. So, okay, all these things are fine. In the year 1993, Okay, listen my point very clearly. In the year 1993, there is a programming language. There is a programming language which came into the market in the year 1993. There is a programming language which came into the market, that is Python. Don't think Python was a recent programming language. A lot of people in the interviews also they're telling Python introduced in the year 2015, 2014. No, Python programming language was introduced in the year 1993 before the Java. Before the Java only they introduced the Python. Okay, but what happens on the time? What happens on that particular time when they release the Python programming language? So what happens is whatever the flexibilities, let's say I'm going to copy this information. I'm going to copy this information. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste it here. Okay. So whatever the Java, let's say when they invented, I'm telling you, when they invented the Python programming language in the 1990, in the year 1993, what happens is, let's say, whatever the Java and .NET C Sharp is, whatever they are capable of doing, Python will also do the same thing. Python can develop the web application using Python reusability, using Python games, using Python applications. Here, security wise, it will be low. It's not so good. So security will be little less for the Python. Okay, and performance will be not so good. It will just out of 100% CPU. If there is a 100% CPU, I'm telling you, there is 100% out of 100 percentage, 20 or 25 percentage of the performance only will be occupied by the Python. Will be occupied by the Python. So it won't use all the resource, all the CPU resources. It won't use. Okay, performance wise also not so good. Performance wise also not so good. So it can't give the security for proper security. It can't give. So keeping all these things in the mind, guys, see. So keeping all these things in the mind, imagine you are in the year two. Imagine you are in the year 1998. So you tell me Python program is there in the 1998, Java is there. You tell me which one you will use generally for anything. If you are in the year 1988, which one you will use? You will use Java or you will use Python? Using Java, performance is there, application security is there, everything is there. But using Python, only few things are there, few things not there. So can I say like most of the people will use Java only, no? Java only.
Yes, sir.
So that's why a lot of people didn't started using Python. So in the initial stage, no one used the Python. But what happens is this Python was introduced by a person called James Wado Robertson. So see, James, for example, Jan Wado, I think so, Python. Python invented by, you can see, Goda Van Rossum. So he is the person. He is the person who created the Python programming language. He is an employee in the Microsoft company. He is one of the employee in Microsoft company. So when he was working in the Microsoft only, he invented the programming language, which is Python. So, okay, he invented the programming language. He invented the programming language, which is Python. He invented the programming language, which is Python in the year 1993, which is in the year 1993. Okay, but nobody started using. All of them are started using Java. Keep it aside as of now. So he is an employee in the Microsoft, so he will be having a lot of skill. So he got to know, okay, all the people are using Java because everyone are developing the web applications. Fine, like Amazon, Flipkart, all the things are developing on the time. Okay, fine. So what he thought is, in the future, definitely artificial intelligence and data science and data analysis will rule the world. Definitely they will rule the world. So what he thought is, yes, this is not my time, but in the future, definitely I need to add something. So on that time, what he has done is Nobody is using the Python. So what he has done is whatever the data related options will be there. For example, data related options means data related libraries, data related libraries, data related frameworks, data related frameworks, the things which are needed for the data analyst, the things which are needed for the data scientist, the things which are needed for the artificial intelligence, everything comes to data, like the points which belongs to the data, everything. What he has done is he developed and he integrated in the Python. No other programming language has does this kind of thing. And also what he has done is he reduced the complexity. Complexity means like Python also in the initial stage, it will be very hard to learn. So he changed everything. So he changed like everyone should learn Python, like if the non-IT person, suddenly if the BTech, even the people who are studying in the BTech, if they want to learn, they can learn Python. They can learn anything because Python is very easy. If you learn in a proper way, if you have the proper guidance, Python is very, very easy. So all the things which is needed for artificial intelligence, data science, data analysis, data related jobs, all the things he adopted, he added into the Python, and he reduced the hardness. Like previously Python is hard. So he changed the entire Python and he released in the year. He released in the year again. He released in the year 2008. So in the 2008 when he released, so there okay, till now also you can use Python for web application, reusability, games, fine. But I'm talking about in the year 2008 what happened. In the year 2008, so he has given a challenge. What challenge is, any company can use my programming language for the artificial intelligence, mainly for artificial intelligence. So any company can try my programming language for artificial intelligence. So in the 2018, they have used the Python and they developed the first artificial intelligence algorithm. Done. It's working well. Automatically from the next day, all the people started using Python. So for the data is increasing in the market. So in the year 2000, we don't have movie theaters, proper movie theaters. Now everything book my show. In the year 2000, no OTT platform. Now everything is in the OTT. Gradually, the data is increasing in our society. So due to the vast increasing in the data, the demand for the data related people increase. Now you have C, you have C++, you have Python, you have Java, .NET, you have a lot of things. But which programming language is capable of handle the data related jobs? Only Python. Only Python is capable of doing all these data related things. That's why we are using Python. Why we are using Python means whatever we needed for our job purpose, everything is there available in Python only. In another programming language, they are not at all available. So that's why we have selected the Python programming language, and that's why you are here to learn Python. That's why you are here to learn Python. This is known as an history. I can say this as a history of the programming languages and why Python. Programming languages. Guys, understood all of you? Aditya, Deepika, Champa, Amar, Surya, Sudarshan, Omkar, all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is basically the history, like what happened and why we are selecting this one, like why we have selected the Python. So this is the reason. Yes, Susil, you are right. Our programming language also is used for the Java, but 99% of the companies will use Python because whatever the flexibilities that Python is providing, other programming languages will not provide all those things. Other programming languages will not provide all those things. That's why Python becomes very famous or doesn't become so much famous. Okay. So this is the history. This is the complete history. Now what you have to do is you just need to understand what we can do with the help of Python. What we can do with the help of Python, which means applications of Python. Applications of Python. So I will take this image as a moment. I will add my image here. I will explain you what you can do with the help of Python here. Okay. So let me add the stuff here. Yeah. So let me explain you using Python what my students can do. For example, let's say, see here, using Python, you can build web application. Point number one, web application like Amazon, Flipkart, Netflix, Prime, these kind of things you can build with the help of Python. That already you know. Next one is using Python. Using Python, you can build desktop GUI applications. What is the meaning of GUI? Graphical
Graphical user
user
interface.
interface. GUI means graphical user interface. Using Python, you can develop the desktop GUI applications. What is the meaning of that? The meaning of that particular thing is when you buy the laptop, guys, I'm telling you, literally when you buy the laptop, automatically calculator app will be there in your laptop. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Did you install the calculator laptop?
No, sir.
Or automatically calculator will be
Automatically.
available. Calendar will be available. Notepad will be available. There are few things defaultly they are available in the laptop. So desktop applications, desktop GUI applications also you can build with the help of Python programming. So Python programming. And also you see what is the third one? Console based applications. What is the meaning of console based applications? Means, let's say, I think you in lot of movies you can see in English movies or in Telugu movies, this will be the lot of people, the heroes at some point of time, they will open the black color screen. Yes or no? They will open the black color screen and they will do some operations. In the movies, I think you can see like they will type like this. There are a lot of things will come. Yes or no? So
Yes,
like
sir.
this, they will be typing. Okay. So basically, this we call them as command prompt, where you can do a lot of things on the command prompt. That's a different story. In upcoming sections, when we are when we are discussing about the project or when we are deploying the Python project, on that time, I will be telling you like what is the exact purpose of using this command prompt. So console-based applications means using this black color area, using the commands also, you can build the applications. This is also possible. This is also possible using the Python. Next one is software development. So next one is nothing but software development. What is the meaning of software development? What is the meaning of software development? For example, let's say mobile applications are there. In the mobile, lot of apps are there which are developed by the Python. So one of the best example is let's say Telegram. Telegram also built with the Python only. Not exactly not Python, like lot of things will be there, but Python is also part of it. Okay. Software development, another example what I can give is, let's say real-time applications, like if any TCS company want to do any project or anything, they can use the Python. Those things also, those flexibilities also are available using the Python. And you can see the next one here, scientific and numeric. What is the meaning of this scientific and numeric? Means, for example, you have seen like Chandrayaan 3. We have recently launched in the moon. Okay, so when Chandrayaan 3 launched in the moon, without the programming language, do the satellite directly go to the moon? Just tell me. How
Yes.
many computer you need to have a computer on the screen? A lot of operations will be done on the screen. A lot of things will be happen. Okay, so scientific and number operations means scientific people, the people who are doing as a scientist, any math operations, any R&D, research and development, they can use the Python programming. Best example is our NASA, ISRO. They will be using Python programming. So Chandrayaan 3 is completely built with the Python only, Python and artificial intelligence. So those things also you can do with the help of Python. Next one you can see here, business application or enterprise application, both comes under same manner, business or enterprise application. So you can see stock market is there. No, for example, stock market is there. There are few apps in the Play Store. There are few apps in the Play Store It will you can do trading, like you can buy the any stock and you can sell the stock. Lot of apps are there like that for the stock market purpose. So enterprise applications means, like if you have a company, you want to build own app for your company, so definitely they can do with the help of Python. And you see here, audio and video based applications. What is the meaning of audio and video based applications? Let's say let's say audio and video based applications means, go to the internet. In the internet, as I mentioned earlier, so here speaker is there. If you speak with the Google will be coming, Google will be talking with you, Google will be speaking with you. For example, let's try. Click on it. Show me the complete details about Avatar 2 movie. See, it is understand whatever I am speaking, it is understanding my input and it is giving the outcomes. It is giving the outcomes. So audio related applications, video related applications means, you just open the YouTube, guys. You just open your YouTube. Once you open the YouTube, once you open the YouTube, if you watch any movie 2 to 3 times, let's say you watch Avatar movie today, after tomorrow you watch again Avatar movie, day after tomorrow again you watch Avatar movie, automatically all the after that after 2 to 3 days, all the related things which belongs to Avatar only, the YouTube is going to recommend for you. Okay, it will recommend for you. So those kind of applications also, we can basically we call them as recommendation system. Basically we call them as a recommendation system. Those things you can definitely build with the help of Python. That is what audio and video based applications. And you can see here 3D card applications. 3D card applications means 3D visualizations. The best example is, for example, let's say you see here, guys. Well, let's go here. Let's come here. Avatar movie making. For example, see, if you watch the Avatar movie making, for example, see, when they are shooting, doing the movie shooting, they will be shooting with the help of normal person. They will be keeping the dots like this. But in the movie, they will be convert like this, yes or no? So from this, they will be converting into this level. How this is possible? With the help of artificial intelligence and data science and data analysis only. You see there are points on her face, on the heroine face, there are dots. If you sit and count these points, it will be 32. 32 points will be there on the face. What is the purpose of keeping this 32 points? What is the purpose of keeping this 32 points? Yes, for example, see, I will show you one application, 3D application. Let's say just give me a minute. Okay. See, whenever a person, let's say, imagine a person is dancing. Imagine a person is dancing. I want to take his activities and I want to keep in some area. Suppose, see, I'm going to play a video in front of, see, a person is dancing here. So when a person is dancing, using Python, what I'm doing is, I am collecting all his activities, like his hands, his legs, its movements, everything I am collecting using Python. So what you will do, sir, with this activity? Imagine I will collect all the activities when he is dancing. I will convert like this. Now see how it will be done, how it will be converted. See. So whatever he is dancing, this is what the information. This is the dance information which he has done. Now what I will do is, this I will take, I will use the graphics, normal design graphics will be there now. Along with that, I will use, and I can integrate this dancing movements with other person face and everything, and I can change the location. I can change the location and it looks just like real, how the other movie is watching. So this is what they are doing. Like they will whatever the action they are doing here. So this they will be converting into like this. They will be converting in this way, and then they are integrating with, and then they will be converting into this level. All these things will be possible with the help of 3D application with the Python only. Not only that, you can see here image processing applications. What is the meaning of image processing applications? Image processing applications means, let's say, when you travel, when you take a bike, when you travel on the road with three people or triple driving on the main road. So they will be, the police people will take the photo, they will give the chalana for you. When you drive without helmet also, automatically your photo will be recognized by the camera and they will be giving the chalana for you. So how the camera is understanding your image, like for example, if the police person take, imagine if the police person is taking a photo, imagine if the police is taking a photo, suppose if he is taking a photo, see, suppose if he is taking a photo, imagine when the police person takes the photo, he is having no helmet. So chalana will be sent, chalana will be sent, chalana will be sent. He is wearing the photo. But in the photo, in the entire photo, three people are not wearing the helmet. He is wearing the helmet. So for this person, the chalana should not send. The chalana should not send. Remaining three chalana should send. All this understanding will be done by the Python. So in the image, whatever the understandings are there, everything can be done with the help of Python. So these are not only this, there are a lot of applications are building with the help of Python. That's why all the data related things, anything you want to do with the help of data related things, the only option for you is Python. Without Python, nothing. I'm telling you. If you want to become the data analyst, Python is the main thing. If you want to become data scientist, Python. AI, Python. Why? Because why Python becomes very famous is due to the applications and also mainly for the data cleaning. So you want to become a data analyst, for example, you want to become a data analyst. So for every data analyst, why they will use the Python? Why they will use the Python? For the data cleaning purpose. For the data cleaning purpose, or you can say data manipulation. Data manipulation. So how this is possible? How the Python will clean my data? How the Python will manipulate my data? What is the meaning of manipulation, guys? Changing. As one point, it will be converted to another thing. Yes or no? In one, it will be initially in one form. It will be converted into another form. Manipulation means changing. For example, imagine guys here. Imagine I am taking a box here. In that particular box, imagine I'm taking three things. I'm taking three different things. One, let me take two, okay, and let me take here a line here. A line here, suppose. Imagine I'm writing few things here. So name of the employee, age of the employee, salary of the employee. Okay. So name of the employee is John. So his age is 27. He is getting the salary around $1,200. Peter is the employee name. His age is 33. He is getting around $1,800 as a salary. So John, Peter, okay. For example, Michael is there. So Michael is the person. His age is 40. He is getting around 2,400 rupees as a salary. And there is another person which is known as Harry. So Harry is the person who is having the age around 45 and he is getting the salary around $3,000. Fine. I'm going to ask you a question. How many rows and how many columns are there in this data, guys? Tell me.
3 rows and sorry, 4 rows and 3 columns.
Yes. So I'm telling you once again, this is the place for header. Header means the place where column names will be written. So you can say here column 1, you can say here column 2, you can say here column 3. Three columns, three columns, and row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. Total 4 rows are there. Total 4 rows are there. So 3 columns and 4 rows. Okay, this is the data size. My point is this data is very, very good because all the data is presented. All the data is presented fine. Imagine there is one value missing here. One value missing here. Now You have 3 rows, 4 columns. The data is 3 rows and 4 columns only, but a value is missing. So if the value is missing means, if the value is missing means, you can't say the data is clean. There is a missing data here. You can't do analysis on top of this data because data is missing. If there is a missing data, how can you do the analysis? It is impossible. It's logicless. Okay. So in these scenarios, the Python will be helping you. Only Python will be helping you. How it will be helping means, see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cleaning. I'm going to start cleaning. You can say it as a cleaning or you can say it as a manipulation. Manipulation, anything you can say. It's your wish. So what is the meaning of cleaning is, I will use the Python. See, I will use the statistical knowledge. All these things I will tell you, don't worry, just I'm giving an overview. So I will use the statistical concepts also here. What I will say is, what I will do is, I will write a formula. What I will write the average formula here. I will write the average formula. What is the average formula? Summation of I is equals to 1 to n x of I divided by capital L. This is the generally formula for the average. Average means mean. So what is the meaning of this, sir? The meaning of it's average for the age column. So what is the meaning of this is, in the age column, I'm telling you, in the age column, from the first value to the last value, from the first value to the last value, please add everything. See, x of I means a value. What is the first value? 27. 27. So summation means what? Adding. Okay, first value I am adding with the next value, 33. 33 plus another, what is another value? 45. 45 divided by, what is the number of values in the data? How many number of values are there? The number of rows, like in the data, how many rows are there? Are total 4 rows. I will write 4 here. I will write 4. So what you will get, just add everything. 45 plus 33 plus 27. 5 plus 3, 8, 8, 8, 16, 15. So 3, 6, 10, 105. So 105 divided by 4. So 4 ones are 4 twos are 8. 2 will be there. So 4, 7, 7, 7, 7s are 24. 1 will be there. If I keep the dot here, I can keep the dot, I can add 0. So 4 twos are 10. So what you are getting? You are getting the value 27.2. You are getting the value 27.2. This 27.2 I will take and I will add it here. 27.2 I will take and I will add it here. See, previously you have the data. Previously you have the data which is not good. Its data is not clean. But using the statistical concepts, I have created a value, perfect value, and I added here. Now my point is, sir, I am very, very poor in mathematics. You are teaching mathematics here. What is happening? See, all this mathematics, all these operations, we won't do anything. What I will do is, simply, I will give this data to Python. And I will tell the Python, what I will tell, in the age column, there is a missing area. Please fill the mean value. Automatically, Python will do all the operation, all this mathematics, everything will be done by the Python only. The Python only will do everything and it will add the value here. Python will take care of everything. We won't do anything. We won't do anything from our side. So that's why you need to learn Python for the data understanding, for the data cleaning, data manipulation purpose. You need to learn Python at any cost. So what we are going to learn in Python. Of course, you know. So we know the modules, whatever we want to learn to become here. We need to learn Python. Python also, basic Python you need to learn, intermediate Python you need to learn, advanced Python you need to learn, production level Python you need to learn, deployment part you need to learn. Okay, these many levels will be there in the Python. After completing the Python, you need to learn Python with using the Python. You need to learn statistics, then Python libraries. Okay, these many things will be there in the Python, which is very important. And to become data analyst, you know, Python stats, Python libraries. You need to learn SQL. You need to learn Tableau. You need to learn Power BI. You need to learn Excel, web scraping. Along with that, to become the data scientist, we will learn. Along with this, to become the data scientist, we will learn machine learning, we will learn deep learning, we will learn NLP, we will learn Dockerize the application, deployment. So a lot of things will be. So this is an overview, guys. Today I have just given an overview why Python you are going to learn. First of all, a lot of people are interested in learning Python here. But why we are learning, why it becomes very famous, why other things are not becomes very famous. So all these points I have clearly explained. So in the next section, which means tomorrow, what we will be learning is, okay, Python history we have understood, applications we have understood. So what we have to do in the next section, from where this Python is available, or from where is the official documentations, from where we need to download and why we need to download. Without download, can't we do anything? So if you want to download, how can download? From where is the official site? So do we need to download the third party or do we need to focus on the official one? So all these things we will see tomorrow. So till here, if you have any queries, guys, you can ask me. Till here, you have any queries, you can
No,
ask me.
sir.
No, sir.
Okay, guys. Okay, we'll do one thing. I will share. I will inform the team. They will be sharing the recording, and this material is there, written material. I will be uploading to the drive, and the link access will be given to you. So please check it there. Tomorrow, same time, we'll discuss even more content. Okay, we will discuss even more content in the Python. Yes, see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Very good evening.